Rebar estimate and cutting list is a complicated part of estimate, lalo na kapag hindi natin kabisado yung mga detail and specs about anchorage, lap splice, hooks, development length, and many more. But sa tulong ng general notes na makikita sa first page ng structural plan, napapadali na lamang ito na hindi kailangan kabisaduhin lahat ng laman ng NSCP or ng ACI. Ang kailangan lang natin gawin ay basahin muna yung mga nakalagay sa general notes before starting estimate. Or, if you have time, pwede niya rin balikan yung nauna nating video about development length, seismic hook, and anchorage. Okay, mag-umpisa tayo sa footing. So, meron tayong dito yung schedule ng footing. So, sabi dito sa schedule, ang F1 ay may 8 pieces na 12 mm in diameter both ways. F2, 7 pieces na 12 mm in diameter. At yung F3, meron daw itong laman na 6 pieces na 12 mm in diameter both ways. Base dito sa plano, meron tayong 6 sets of F1, 5 sets of F2, at 2 sets of F3. After natin malaman yung detail ng ating footing, alamin naman natin yung sukat o haba ng bakal na magagamit natin each footing. Since square ang ating footing, anuman ang makompute natin na haba ng bakal along X, ganun din ang haba along Y direction. Ang haba ng bakal na kailangan natin, that is equal to length ng footing minus concrete cover. So meron tayong 75 mm na concrete cover para sa structure directly contact on ground o sa lupa, plus length of hook. But the question is, kailan ba natin maglagay ng hook? Base dito sa ginawa kong pulse survey, majority ang sagot ay kailangan daw maglagay ng hook. So meron ditong sumagot sa ating katanungan. So basahin natin ito. So ito ay sagot ni Sir George na kaisa-isang nagkomento. So shout out pala Sir George. Salamat sa pagsagot ng aming katanungan. So, sabi niya dito, it depends. The purpose of hook is to develop the tensile strength necessary to utilize the rebar capacity. At ang sabi niya dito, oo daw, kailangan daw maglagay ng hook if the length or width of the footing is shorter than the computed development length required for the rebars. Hindi daw kailangan maglagay ng hook if the development length required is less than the length or width of the footing. Which is tama. At ang sabi pa niya dito, just to be safe, I would always require hooks. So, subukan natin i-translate ito into numbers, itong komento ni Sir George. So, ito yung tinutukoy ni Sir George na required development length sa kanyang sagot. Development length, that is equal to 0.02 multiply by the area ng steel na gagamitin, multiply by the bar grade ng ating bakal or yung tinatawag natin na yield strength, divided by the square root of FC prime or yung compressive strength ng concrete, but not less than 0.06 multiply by bar diameter multiply by the yield strength ng steel. By the way, gagamit tayo ng grade 40 na bakal para dito sa ating footing, with a yield strength of 275 megapascal. At yung compressive strength naman natin, gagamit tayo ng 3,000 PSI or 20.7 megapascal. So yung length or width of footing na tinutukoy ni Sir George ay ito yun. So ito yung actual development length or furnished development length ng ating footing. Kaya sa mga nakakakita ng footing reinforcement na walang hook, hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na mali yung paglalagay ng bakal without a basis or a data. At sa mga nagsasabi naman na ang purpose ng hook ng footing ay para magsilbing spacer, mali po ito. Okay, let's find out kung kailangan ba natin maglagay ng hook. So, required development length, that is equal to 0.02 multiply by the area ng steel, which is pi d square divided by 4, where d, that is equal to 12, multiply by the yield strength ng steel, which is 275 megapascal, divided by the square root of FC prime, or 20.7 megapascal. So, ang makukuha natin, that is equal to 136.72 millimeters. Pero, dapat hindi daw ito bababa sa 0.06 multiply by the bar diameter multiply by 275 or yung yield strength. So 0.06 multiply by 12 millimeters multiply by 275 na Fy. That is equal to 198 millimeters. So, ang governing value ng ating LD or yung required development length natin ay 198 millimeters. Other than 12 millimeters, so meron akong ginawang table dito. So, from 10 millimeters to 32 millimeters in diameter na bakal. So, pwede nyo itong gamitin as long as pareho ng requirement na nasa table. So, compressive strength nito ay 20.7 megapascal with corresponding bar grades. So, kung mas mataas yung requirement nyo dito, gamitin nyo na lang yung ating formula. Okay, let's compute the furnish LD or furnish development length ng footing 1, footing 2, at ng footing 3. So, let's start with F1 or footing 1. So, LD or furnish LD, that is equal to 1,000 or 1 meter na dimension ng ating footing. Ibabawas lang natin yung concrete cover na 75 both side. So, minus 75, minus 75. At ibabawas din natin yung sukat ng ating column, which is 250 millimeters. So, minus 250 millimeters divided by 2 para makuha natin itong from critical area mula do sa dulo ng ating bakal. So, that is equal to 300 millimeters. 300 millimeters is greater than the required development length natin na 198. Therefore, hindi natin kailangan maglagay ng hook para sa ating F1. So, here's the result for F2 and F3. So, sa F3, hook needed. Kasi, mas maiksi or mas maliit yung ating furnish LD compare sa ating required LD na 198. But the question is, gaano kahaba ang hook na ilalagay natin? Since meron tayong computed na required LD na 198 at meron tayong furnished LD na 175, ibig sabihin kung ano yung kulang doon sa 175 para maging 198, yun ang ibebend natin or yung haba ng hook. So 198, ibabawas lang natin yung 175. That is equal to 23 millimeters. So, 23 millimeters ay napakahirap i-bend dahil sa liit ng moment arm nito. So, instead of 23, ang ginawa ko, hinabaan ko na siya. At least 9 dB. So, yung iba, ginagawa nila 16 dB or 16 multiplied by bar diameter. Okay din naman ito as long as mas mahaba ito sa required LD natin. So, 9 dB or 9 multiplied by 12 na rebar diameter natin, that is equal to 108 millimeters. Pero dapat divisible by 25 millimeters ang ating sukat para hindi na mahirapan pa yung tao na magsusukat. Kaya gawin natin itong 125 millimeters. Para sa bed nito, pwede nyo i-bend ito into 90 degrees or 135 degrees kung hindi kasya sa height ng footing. Okay, balik tayo sa ating topic na estimate. So, unahin muna natin alamin yung haba ng bakal na kakailanganin natin. Let's start with footing 1. By the way, para maging uniform yung ating rebar reinforcement sa footing 3, so maglalagay na rin tayo ng 125 mm na hook sa F1 and F2 or footing 2. So, length of rebar, that is equal to 1 meter. Ibabawas lang natin yung concrete cover na 0.075 kabilaan, so multiply by 2, plus yung ating hook. So, 0.125 multiplied by 2. And that is equal to 1.1 meter. So, we have 6 sets of footing 1 na kung saan kada isang set nito ay naglalaman ng 8 pieces na 12 mm both ways. So, number of pieces that is equal to 6 sets multiplied by 8 pieces na 12 mm multiplied by 2 dahil both ways ito. That is equal to 96 pieces. So, kailangan natin ng 96 pieces na bakal na may habang 1.1 meter. Next, footing 2. So, length of rebar, that is equal to 0.9 meter. Ibabawas lang natin yung concrete cover. So, minus 0.075 multiplied by 2. Plus yung hook length natin na 0.125 multiplied by 2. And that is equal to 1 meter. So, we have 5 sets of footing 2 na kung saan kada isang set nito ay may laman na 7 pieces na 12 mm both ways. So, number of pieces, that is equal to 5 sets multiplied by 7 pieces na 12 mm or 12 mm diameter na bakal multiplied by 2 dahil kabilaan ito. And that is equal to 70 pieces. So, kailangan natin ng 70 pieces na bakal na may habang 1 meter. Next, footing 3. So, length of rebar, that is equal to 0.8 meter minus 0.075 multiplied by 2 na concrete cover natin plus 0.125 multiplied by 2 na hook length, and that is equal to 0.9 meter. So, we have two sets of footing 3 na kung saan kada isang set nito ay naglalaman ng 6 pieces na 12 mm in diameter na bakal both ways. So, number of pieces, that is equal to 2 multiplied by 6 pieces multiplied by 2 dahil both ways ito, and that is equal to 24 pieces. So, kailangan natin ng 24 pieces na bakal na may haba na 0.9 meter. Ang tanong, saan natin kukunin or anong haba ng bakal ang puputulin natin para maiwasan natin ang wastage? So, dito sa Pilipinas, meron tayong 6 meters, 7.5 meters, 9 meters, up to 12 meters na haba ng bakal. So, ang gawin natin, i-divide lang natin ito sa haba ng bakal na kailangan natin. Okay, let's start with footing 1. So, umpisa natin sa 6 meters. So, 6 divided by 1.1 na haba ng bakal na kailangan natin. That is equal to 5.45 pieces or 5 pieces. So, meron tayong wastage o masasayang na bakal na may haba na 0.45 multiplied by 1.1, and that is equal to 0.5 meter. For 7.5 naman, so 7.5 divided by 1.1, and that is equal to 6.82 or 6 pieces. So, ang wastage natin dito ay 0.82 multiplied by 1.1, and that is equal to 0.9 meter. So, same process din ang gagawin natin sa 9 meter, 10.5 meters at 12 meters. So, ito yung summary. Kung mapapansin nyo, ang 9 meters ay may kaunting tapon o mas maiksi ang masasayang na bakal. But considering the 7.5 meters and 12 meters na maaari natin magamit yung wastage nito sa footing 2 at footing 3. So, hindi laging mas maiksi ay may kaunting wastage. Pwede rin sa mahaba. Pero kung gumagawa tayo ng estimate for big projects, pwede nyong gamitin yung 9 meters para magkaroon tayo ng factor of safety in case tumaas yung price ng bakal. Pero dahil ang available lamang na bakal na mabibili sa maliliit na hardware or commercially available ay 6 meters at 7.5 meters. Dahil ang 9 meters to 12 meters ay made to order or pinupurchase ito directly sa manufacturer. So, gagamit tayo ng 7.5 meters para sa footing 1. Pero in case wala tayong paggagamitan na 0.9 meter na wastage ng 7.5, 6 meters ang gamitin natin na may kaunting wastage. So, number of pieces of 12 mm by 7.5 meters, that is equal to 96 pieces divided by 6. So, ang makukuha natin, 16 pieces na 12 mm by 7.5. So, meron itong wastage na 16 pieces na 0.9 meter ang haba na pwede natin magamit sa footing 3. Next, footing 2. So, here's the result. So, ang best choice natin dito between 6 and 7.5 ay yung 6 meters. So, number of pieces at 12 mm by 6 meters, that is equal to 70 pieces divided by 6. And that is equal to 11.66 pieces or 12 pieces na 12 mm by 6 meter. So, meron itong wastage na 2 pieces na may habang 1 meter. So, paano nakuha yung 2 pieces na yan? So, wastage, that is equal to 1 minus 0.66 multiplied by 6 na ginamit natin na bakal. And that is equal to 2.04 pieces or 2 pieces. So, meron tayong total of 24 pieces na 0.9 meter ang haba. Pero dahil meron tayong mga wastage na kasukat ng bakal na kailangan natin para dito, so ibabawas natin ito sa 24 pieces. So, remaining, that is equal to 24, ibabawas natin yung 16 pieces na wastage dun sa F1, which is 0.9 meter ang haba. So, pasok siya dun sa ating requirement. At ibabawas na rin natin yung 2 piraso na 1 meter ang haba na makukuha natin dun sa footing 2. So, that is equal to 6 pieces na 0.9 meter ang remaining natin. Sa 6 meters, makakakuha tayo ng 6 na piraso na 0.9 meter ang haba. Sa 7.5 naman, makakakuha tayo ng 8 pirasong 0.9 meter ang haba. Pero dahil 6 na lamang ang kailangan natin na 0.9 meter ang haba, kaya ang pipiliin natin ay yung 6 meters. So kailangan pa natin ng isang pirasong 12 mm by 6 meters para sa footing 3. Kung gagawa tayo ng contract or BOQ, in kilogram dapat siya. Pero sa cutting list, in terms of pieces. So unahin natin si BOQ. First, alamin muna natin yung weight ng ating rebar na gagamitin sa ating footing. So we have 13 pieces na 12 mm by 6 meters na bakal. At meron din tayong 16 pieces na 12 mm by 7.5. So here's the constant weight ng ating bakal per meter length. So unahin natin yung 13 pieces na 12 by 6 meters. So weight of 13 pieces na ating bakal, that is equal to 13 pieces multiply by 0.888 na constant value natin per meter length ng 12 millimeters multiply by 6 meters, and that is equal to 69.26 kg. Isunod naman natin yung 16 pieces. Weight of 16 pieces na bakal, that is equal to 16 pieces multiply by 0.888 multiply by 7.5 na haba ng ating bakal, and that is equal to 106.56 kg. So in total, meron tayong 175.8 kilograms. So ito naman yung summary ng ating cutting list na na-compute natin kanina. Meron tayong ditong schedule, size of rebar, bilang ng bakal at yung cut length. So all in all, we need to order 13 pieces of 12 mm by 6 meters, 16 pieces of 12 mm by 7.5 meters. So ganun lang kasimple mag-estimate ng bakal para sa footing. So sa susunod nating upload, pag-usapan naman natin kung paano mag-estimate ng bakal para sa wall footing, column, and slab on grade.